It's a whole animation, bro. Come on. Oh my goodness. This is gonna take me way too long. Alright. I helped. Oh, the house finished. Nice. Okay, so here's the house. Here is our first house. And down here you see that there's homeless people. So I'm gonna add Lubomir and Nora. Yeah, big baller. He's living in there with two women. And actually Caroline, Lubomir, Caroline's husband's dead. So, you know, there you go. And then Nora's just the housemaid, maybe? I don't know, that's wrong. I'm gonna pretend like, I'll edit that out. Alright guys, welcome back into Bellwright. We are just about to complete our village hall. I have in my hands the last item that we need. So it's thatch. Boom, there we go. So now all we gotta do is wait for these guys to come over here and finish this up. And if you're having a building, you know, be constructed, all you have to do, if you want to know its progress, you can go hit N to go to your population and go into buildings. Under here, go to construction site, and it tells you right here 100% complete. So as soon as and there's 3 people now coming over to do it. So pretty much as soon as they touch it, it'll be completed. Honestly, I could probably go get a hammer and do it myself, but I don't want to. There, right there, someone's coming. All right, don't know who that is, but they're about to do this. We're gonna witness this. Village hall be created, and we're gonna move into tier 2. Only a couple hits is all it's gonna take. And our wheat just got done, so they're gonna be making thatch. Okay, only one hammer at a time, I guess. Don't know why you're running away. Okay, that person's coming to do it, so they'll finish here in a couple seconds. So keep making thatch. We're gonna need that for the houses, the barns. Maybe not the barns, I forget. But we need it for tier 2 and tier 3. So look how banged up my helmet is. It's cool how it's not like just one perfect thing. It looks like it's actually been through some stuff. As of right now, the armor does not get damaged. They had scripting for broken armor pieces of all types. Here we go. Come on. How many you got? How many? Couple more clicks. It's at 100%. Boom. There it is. Okay, it didn't pop up tier 2 because we already got that when we undid it. But there's the village hall. Here it is. And there's the advanced research desk. All right. So let's start. Probably. Let's see. House. We need cob, which we have. We can make cob, thatch, and wooden planks. So let's research that. Also, the barn is another one that we can probably research too. So we'll start with those 2. I'm gonna get them back on cob. But welcome back in, guys. We're moving forward. We're doing some stuff. There's our village hall. It's looking pretty cool. I can finish my road now. All right, that's awesome. Here we go. So I'm gonna let them do their thing. And do that. I'm gonna go down. I have this meat stew in my inventory. This is the hearty request from the last episode. The lady, the merchant, I think, wants us to make a stew, which I have. But it's given me an option to talk to Victor Yaxley about the suspicious spices. Because if you remember, the herbalist was like, oh, it's kind of weird. You could give somebody a heart attack if they're like old or whatever. So we're gonna go back down to Farnsworth. Real quick, and we're gonna talk to the elder first and see, because that's kind of suspicious that she's got this very specific batch of spices and she's trying to use it to help. I thought that was the elder for a second, but it's a farmer. Here he is. See if he screams at me this time. Oh, that was the last guy.
Bogdan, what about him? I have to warn you, we only sell land to our villagers.
I'm not interested in buying the land. I have suspicions about Anna. She could be attempting to poison him.
You are throwing out serious accusations against one of our most honored members of our community. You'd better have some evidence, or I will throw you out of Farnsworth myself.
You try. Okay, that's weird. Tell about Anna's task and spices.
I admit that doesn't sound good at all. I need to speak with Anna immediately. Thank you, Traveler, for telling me about that.
Okay.
Please take this. I know Anna will not pay you for your work, but you earned this reward.
What will happen to Anna now?
I don't want to make this information public. We need to keep the village together, so I will need to keep this information confidential. But Anna will face some form of punishment.
Okay, glad I could help, I guess.
Your diligence in this matter
Thanks.
is greatly appreciated. We must handle it delicately to maintain harmony in the village.
It's all you, bro. So did I get to keep the stew? I sure did. And he gave me mashed potatoes and like money or something. Well, while we're here, go ahead and read these Farnsworth one if you want. Solstice. That one didn't even show up. Right here. And then you have the great deeds of the Lord.
Hey, you!
Gold. And betrayers. I have no idea where that one went. And while we're here in Farnsworth as well, we have to talk to the carpenter. So let's go talk to him. He's right here.
Our ancestors must be
Pardon
weeping
me,
in their
traveler.
graves.
I'm in a dire situation.
Okay.
It's my daughter, Liana. She's been kidnapped by bandits. I've been fixing things all my life, but this I can't fix.
Kidnapped, that's terrible. What can I do to help?
I knew I could sense kindness in you. She was last seen collecting herbs around Farnworth. Some bandit scum approached me the next day demanding a ransom. I paid what I could, but they haven't returned her.
I'll start searching around Farnsworth. Hang in there, Thomas.
Thank you. I can't express how grateful I am. Please be careful. These men are dangerous.
I'll be back soon. Alright, well, not too soon, because I'm not going to be able to take on bandits by myself. Alright, it is getting late. I know we just started the episode, but the village hall got finished, so I will bring you guys back in the morning with more progress. Alright, guys. Let's see. We ended that day, built the road in front of the village hall. I'm hoping to get some things researched today. So here's what the road looks like for now. The little path comes in from the main road from Herondine by the travel sign. Go either way, left or right.
Good day.
Go up this way. Some flowers. I kept them in there so that they look nice, I think. And then you can come around and kind of go, in front of the village hall, and then it kind of circles back around again. So let's see, did they finish? Okay, so they got the cob. So we're gonna switch it now because they didn't make any cob. I think they ran out of water. We are gonna go to the barn. We're just gonna switch to the barn. We have all this stuff because having storage up is gonna be good. We have houses currently right now, but these are eyesores. I don't like these whole stockpiles. And the barns, each of these stockpiles, I look at it up here, it only holds 400.
The village is looking better.
Each
and
barn is smaller than this, at least space-wise, and it holds up to 1,000 each. So it's not. I mean, it's like 2.5 barns, 2.5
So far,
stockpiles
we're doing
per
great work,
barn,
don't
whatever.
you
So,
think?
then in tier 3 you can get warehouses, which, I mean, if you're playing like the long game, you'll need a warehouse or two, but you'd be good with barns for the most part. Then we'll start placing some stuff around once we get our tier 2 stuff going. This stuff will probably stay. I think I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with the barns over here, because you have the toolmaker that you get. I'll show you on here. Now that we're tier 2, and you can see my mouse, I can point at stuff. So over here's the village hall, obviously. So everything above this line, like I was saying before, here's tier 1 with your shack, tier 2s with the village hall, tier 3s with the town hall. So anything below this line is tier 1, and tier 2's up there, and then anything below this line is tier 2, between these two lines. So village hall opens up a couple things. The lumberjack, the staging ground, which I was talking about. Once you get the weapon rack, which we have, you can get the staging ground. So that's something I'll do next, actually, so I can have a place to have them stage, and they'll grab their own food, weapons, and all that stuff. And then you can also get to the house, which is for the villagers, which is what we're doing. Tavern, I'm not too worried about that. You need an innkeeper for that anyway. Foraging hut, which is good to have. And you're also going to get food cellar, which I'm not too worried about until way later. The well is something I do need. And then you have the weaver hut, which is something that kind of replaces the loom. You need this. I use both throughout the thing, but the weaver hut's tier 2. And then over here, you're going to have the toolmaker, which is where you can make straps. If you look in here, you can already make them. You'll saw also where you make your round shields, which you saw some of the bandits had round shields on them. And then different things over here is where you can make the U short bow, the sturdy arrows, a watering pot for cooks or whatever, and then some helmets for tier 2, and then a few weapons as well that are already unlocked. There's the rugged axe, you need that for hardwood. It's already unlocked. So as soon as you get the toolmaker, you can make, a falchion, a pretty good one-handed weapon. You can get the fine axe, which is also a good one-handed weapon. Again, it's got melee piercing, and this is just cutting. It says wood cutting, doesn't chop tier 2, doesn't chop hardwood. It's an axe tier 1. So rugged axe is what you need, tier 2. It's a tool as well. This is a one-handed weapon, so you can use it to cut wood. I don't know why you would. It's a weapon, but whatever. So there's a bunch of things to look forward to. You may have also noticed I got rawhide somewhere. I think somebody gave it to me in a quest. I didn't even realize it, but you can get that through the Hunter's Camp, which is something else we will unlock as well. So they are working on all this stuff. Let's see if they even touched this yet. They're making thatch and straw. They have not touched this yet. Oh, I did not put this on priority 1. That could be why. It says missing resources. One thing I will do, and I'll do it right now just so it's over here. Like I said, all this stuff will be cleared out. I might keep these trees. I used them before. If not, these will be the hardwood I use, and then this will all be flat, open area. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to relocate. Oh, actually, I'll do it the way that I figured it out. All right.
Just appear out of nowhere?
So I think I was trying to do,
magic.
in like the second episode, I was trying to relocate from the map. So what you do is you find the thing you want. Let's see if I can grab it. So I have the research desk hovered over, and you center click on that, and it gives it to you for relocation. That's what I was trying to do before. That's how he did it, that guy I found. So I'm going to put this one right next to the village hall, so we can have both of them over here. So now they're going to relocate that. I don't know, maybe I'll just do it. It takes like 10 seconds. This guy's already starting to do it. Lubomir's already like, I'll build it. So I'll let Lubomir do that. I don't really care. So they are going to be planning out this stuff. They're going to be researching the barn. We'll probably put our first barn. I like to do my first barn for the food, and I'll set it right next to the village hall. I'll probably put it right here, just right up against it, in between the mud and all this stuff here. So they can kind of do that as well. What I might do is set that up first. I like to kind of do a little road. Get it to go just too short. There we go. Place it, and then it'll be just a tiny little road, and then I'll put the barn there, and then the barn will sit like right here. Hopefully I can fit it in between the mud and the village hall. I didn't even think about that. We should be good. I think there's enough room for it. We'll find out together. If not, we'll push it back here. We'll move it a little further back, and then we'll just make this little walkway road a little longer. Something I didn't do yet. Oops. I didn't put down any weapon racks. Oops. I'm gonna jump. Hit the spacebar instead of hitting B. So the weapon rack, you can build it kind of close. So for now, I'll just put it here. That's kind of cool. I guess we'll move it that way. And then on this one, I'll put down no tools, just all weapons. Oh, good. Camilla's gonna go research. I have nothing currently being researched on 1 because I don't really need anything on here right now. And I only have 1 researcher. I haven't changed anybody else back, so it's just Camilla. And she's researching the barn. So they need 5 logs. She's 50% done with it already.
Good days of work.
So they'll get that. I got a lot of stuff going on. Tier 2 is about to go fast. We're going to get a bunch of stuff happening. When there's some progress, I'll bring you guys back when we have maybe the barns being placed. Alright guys, the barn just got done. So let's go ahead and see if it'll fit here. Again, make sure you follow where the little green guy is. Person, whatever. Oh, it does fit. Oh, that's wonderful. It'll fit just like that. Hold on. Where did I have it? I had it for a second. Oh, no, right there. Right there. Sweet. Alright. Got our first barn down. We're going to go ahead and manage this. And I'm going to copy it from stockpile 1. Food rations, resources. Let's see. I would also say, just in case we get them, all the food seeds as well. Beetroot seeds. What do we got? Not grains. Onion seeds, potato seeds, radish seeds. Yeah, sage is fine. Spoiled food for now. Yeah, that's food. Spoils in there already. And I think turnip seeds is the last one. And then we'll leave wood in there as well. So yeah, okay. So that'll be food. And that's already going to be set up. So when they're done building the barn,
Why do birds always
we
seem like they're plotting
can
something?
get rid of the food stockpile, which is this first one. Yeah, I think that's awesome.
Glad it's my home.
All right, so something else I think I'm going to do for now is try to figure out where I want my
Small
house.
city there, don't
I
you
do
think?
like having it here for the cabin, but the third tier house is not going to fit there. I could put my house, third tier house, right here. Semi-flat ground. Does have a little bit of curve. Maybe I could put it up on this hill. So I think maybe I will move my current housing tent right here, just here, to get rid of this, just to clear this up a little, because we will start doing these. Actually, oh, I can't do it until I get the toolmaker. I was going to make a rugged axe and cut these down, but I can't do it yet. So let's see, I have nothing in the chest. Got the house done already. Wow, alright. Well, let's see what we can do next. Oh yes, also, just all buildings, please. I need to get the, let's go to the village hall. Oh, something else I want to show you here while I'm in here. So the village hall, right here, the advanced research desk. So this is what I wanted to do. I'm going to rename this. Let's get rid of the one, because there's only one of them. I'm going to put a dot in front of it like I did before. Like I said, what that does, it throws it to the top, so you have the research desk and the advanced research desk
out of
at the
nowhere?
top. So we're
It's
going to
like
go
magic.
into building, so I can narrow it down. Foraging hunt be easy enough. What do we need? Hunter's camp will be helpful because you get the deer. Toolmaker is probably honestly what we need. We'll do the toolmaker next.
So far, we're
Alright,
doing
so we'll let
great
them
work, don't you
figure
think?
that out. I'm gonna move my. Let's relocate my housing tent, personal shack. Alright, everything goes over to this building site. I don't have to carry any of this stuff with me. Absolutely genius way of them doing this when they put this in this recent update. The relocation and all that stuff is really cool. And if you just destroy it, you get everything back that you put into it. There's no half what you put in. There's none of that stuff. And I will be moving this mud collector. I'm not going to do it right this moment, though. But what I want to do is figure out where I'm going to put the houses. So I think
Happy days, all thanks to you.
behind all of this stuff. So let's go this way. Like that. And then see if I can turn. Okay, something's blocking. We're just going to place it. And we're going to try to go straight. Okay, too short, it says place. Alright, so it's working so far. Alright, so I'm going to put this here. And then I will have to move this stuff over eventually because I want this road to come straight down and catch and, meet up with this one. So I'll probably move this maybe here when they're not crafting on it. And then these bloomeries will go somewhere else eventually, so this road will actually connect. Alright, so I think what I want to do is maybe... Actually, that's a good view. I can see a lot more stuff. So there's mud right there, and then there's a bunch of crap over there. So farms go that way. It's kind of unfortunate there's so much mud. They're building my roads behind me. I like it. Now it's working. That's good. That's awesome. So I don't even have to dig it anymore. I can just let them do it, and they'll finish it. So what I might do is I might extend this out and then go around the farm. Yeah, okay, so go around the farm, and then we'll come up like this, between the mud. But I want to put the houses kind of behind the farm, so I'm thinking something like, maybe like this, hopefully. And then what we'll do is we'll just test it out. Hold on, let me actually make this one, so I can see it. Okay. And then we're going to see if placing our first house right here works. Oh, look at that, it does. So what I'm going to do is put it right up against this road, right there. Alright, so now they're going to build our first house. So then I'll just kind of go along this way and I'll build maybe down that way and see what that does. Oh, you seem to be confused. Here's what I'm talking about. They'll just
The
stand
village
here.
is looking
Did you
better
drop
and
the
better.
shovel? understand
Ready
what
to
happens.
work?
You had a shovel. Someone had a shovel. Here, take that. Can you do it? There you go. Okay, so she's gonna do that. They're building the barn, and then they're building the house. So then we build the house. We can, because we have one person right now, our new person, Caroline.
Why do birds always seem like
She's
they're plotting
homeless
something?
because I didn't want to build another house in 10 because I knew we were close. So she slept 2 nights on the ground. I mean, I feel kind of bad, but whatever, not really. And then what we'll do is we'll just start getting rid of these houses. We'll tear out one of these once this house is done. So these guys are doing some good work. This barn is being built. All right, tier 2 is coming along, guys. I like it a lot. I really like this game. I like how you can just kind of make a village look the way you want. And every time I do it, this is technically my
I feel it's going to be a good day.
4th playthrough. I didn't go all the way to the end on my 2nd one. So this will be my 3rd official playthrough once I get there. But every time I build a town or a little village or whatever, it looks different every time. It's similar. I mean, I am in the same area I built my last one in. Because my first one was like over there, and the second one I built up on that hill up here, which didn't work, kind of worked, but it didn't really work. And then the third one I built here, but it looks different. It looks different than this, like a lot different. I just go piece by piece, and I'll see what I'm gonna put in here in the middle of this. Not really sure.
All done in a good day's
Speaking
work.
of that, I had them doing the toolmaker. I needed them to do probably was this. Really simple, possibly. And then the well, honestly, is what I needed them to do first. I need that water up. A lot of stuff going on here, guys, today. It's mostly going to be in town, right in here, building up our stuff. These guys are putting in some work. I love it. I love what's going on here. There's the new girl, Caroline. Oh yeah, she was a farmer. So her farming is already up. You need a farming 3 to make thatch and to make I think you can make straw. Can I make straw? No, farming 3 to make straw.
All done in a good day.
I don't have any farming. I should have gotten some because I planted all that wheat, but for some reason, they haven't picked it up yet. That's why. That makes sense. So as soon as I pick all this up, my farming is going to probably go up to 2. Because I planted everything. It's weird how it works, I guess. The planting is what gets the farming skill, I suppose. I don't really know. It gets you some, and then pulling it, I guess. Planting, weeding probably does it as well. It's hard to really know. But either way, we got people doing stuff. So far, everything is looking good. Might just make this kind of like a building episode. I'm trying to figure out where I want to stage my guys because I need them to be in an area. I could put it in the middle here, but that's not really what I was aiming for. But I kind of want to do it here. I think this might be where I'm going to stage the people. So what I'll do is I'll use this one that's back here in the back. Not that one, this one, I think, right? Just the gear one? Okay, yeah, so it has books in it, but we'll eventually move those into their own stockpile or barn or whatever. So I'm going to move this one. We're going to relocate it. Let's grab it. We're going to put it back here behind the village hall. This is going to be the staging ground area. So if I can get it kind of close. Oh, that actually worked out really well. How close I got that. Yeah, right there is good. As long as I can interact with it, that'll be fine. I just want to right up against it's cool. There's a wagon and all that stuff. So, all right. So we'll move all that stuff. We'll get them over here, and then the staging ground. When I make it, I'll probably put it like right here. And then when I gather them up, they'll be right there next to the gear. Their food will be right here next to the village hall, and then we'll just march on from here. All right, so I'll do this stuff, and when anything important or anything crazy or new comes up, I'll bring you back in. But like I said, today's episode is going to be mostly just a village improvement episode, a little bit of a chill episode. I've been running around a lot and doing a lot of things, fighting bandits and stuff, so it's a growth episode, I think. So this is what we're going to do. So I'll do that. If anything happens, I'll bring you guys back. All right, guys, I did want to show you something real quick. The trophies that we get, I have 2 boar trophies, and I only need 1 for the quest. So you can put them in your village, anywhere where they'll go, and they'll give you renown for doing it.
With more houses,
so I'll do that
we
with
could
this
make a
boar trophy, and I'll
small
show you.
city
So you kind of just
there,
place
don't
it,
you
and I'll just kind of put it over here. I mean, wherever it fits, doesn't really matter. And then you get renown for it. So you watch the left side over here, where it says rope right now. You get 125 for placing a boar trophy. So you just get renown for doing that. So there's the trophy on there. I know it's dark. and I brought you back just for that, but it's good to know. Okay guys, this is a new one here, the gear presets. I think I just unlocked the staging ground, so it talks about how you can access them in the population menu. I'll show you how to do all this, so it's kind of cool. You can create your own presets, tell them what kind of armor they want, very specific. Like if you want archers to look a certain way or whatever, you can give them a bow. It's really cool how intuitive it can get. So it's pretty awesome. It just kind of shows you different ones you can do. And then you interact with the staging ground, which is this right here. So we're gonna place it, and then I'll show you what it looks like. It's just a flag in the ground. You can also go up here to the top. Everything that the player can build, like if you have something for the village, you can go back. I don't have anything yet, but tier 1, all the tier 1 stuff, and all tier 2. So this is everything after tier 2, staging ground. It's just easier for you to find it. And then it's just that. It's just you have to give it enough room. So I think this will probably be fine just over here. That looks about right. And then it needs some stuff, linen, rope, and wood to kind of make the flag itself. So when they build that, I'll show you, or maybe I'll just build it and then I'll show you when it's ready. Alright, so the staging ground is right here. Like I said, it's just a flag in the ground, and it just lets your people know where to meet up. So if you interact with it, it goes right into the gear presets. You don't need to do it from this menu, you can do it in your own menu, but this goes right to the gear presets. Again, it's just a drop down. And then you can have everybody kind of set up, like people that I have in my army. Like it gives you like what you want them to be dressed as when they're in their worker status, and if you have them as a companion. I can see a potential to change it. Some people maybe, but honestly, the speed of a worker doesn't change from their agility. When they're walking, they're walking. The only time it ever really matters is if you have a hunter selected and they're like hunting deer or whatever. They're using the hunting lodge, not the trapper's camp, because then they actually run. So I don't really see a difference. Honestly, I usually just make it all the same. Like with Crimson, he's my best melee person right now. So Vanguard would be the heavy armor. If you go into edit, you can see what it has. They're going to select their primary weapons first, and you can tell them, you know, two-handed, then one-handed. I don't really like the two-handed. You can't edit the Vanguard, or you can duplicate it, which is what I'll do, and then you can name it whatever you want. So this will maybe just be like the heavy armor guys. So we are the Haven. Oops, I capitalized on HA. And then they're Haven Knights. So we'll just do that, and then I'm going to turn that off, and then for now we'll just put one-handed and shield, and they have it as a backup as a second weapon. So they can have two weapons if they really want, and a shield. All their stuff here is just heavy armor all the way down. So I'm going to let that alone for that, and then they'll choose the backpack, which is a tier 3. You can get that later. First, and then they'll do a bag. So if I select them as a Haven Knight, this is what they'll go for first. I do have an archer, so I'll just leave her. It's Camilla, so I'll just leave her set as the marksman, the one that's already there. So she'll just grab a bow and all that stuff, and then I'll leave her as this. So we'll switch over Crimson to Haven Knight. I'm not going to bring Caroline with me. She's more of a in-person. She has 8 potential crafting, which is really great. She can do like iron and steel in tier 3, which is really good. I have 6 knights and 1 marksman. So then what that means is when I gather them up, they'll go around and they'll just gather. So you'll see it eventually. So, all right, let's check out this barn. So you've probably seen them in towns. They look kind of similar. Cool thing about this, and if you probably noticed the stockpiles, you can see the items underneath the stockpiles. If we go into the barn, which there currently isn't anything in here, but you can see all the shelves. It's really cool. And you can see what's in it. But I have her right now doing the toolmaker, I think, because it's a pretty big building. It's not as big as the village hall, but it's big. So I think I'm just going to put it right here, like at the edge of this, once this is gone. And it will just be here. It'll be right, like the toolmaker will be as soon as you come in. It's a crafting thing. It's kind of cool. That's what we're going to research next after she finishes the toolmaker, is going to be the well. And then we're going to put the well right here, somewhere in this general vicinity. We'll have 2 of them eventually, because I'll have one for all the farms on the other side by the other end of the farms, maybe, or in the middle or the back or something. But I want to build stuff along this area, and I want different areas to kind of be like different kind of like crafting. That might not make them a different outpost or something, but one spot, whatever works best. I'll probably, maybe over here, I might have like my tier 3, like my armor, my blacksmith, my workshop, whatever, over that way, and maybe further out. It just depends how I want to do it. Hunting, I had a hunting thing over here before by the river, but I could do could do one on each side, I guess, if I really wanted to, because they have a pretty good range on them to hunt deer and boar and all that kind of stuff. There's the map currently. You can see it. Everything we got so far. But yes, it's looking good. It's coming up Ronin. You know, I think what I am going to do right now, I'm going to set these things to be moved. I can't move this yet, but I can move these bloom leaves. I'll show you where they are later. I'll bring you guys back when we have, maybe when the house is done, and I'll show you more progress. Alright guys, just finished researching the toolmaker. So it's like an upgraded workbench essentially to make our tier 2 and tier 1, but your tier 2 tools. So what we're going to do is go ahead and see if I can get it to fit right here. So the way that you want it is like this would be your front. So where those green pieces are, you can enter here and a little bit in the front where the table is, but that's pretty much the entrance. So I think I'm going to put it right here. Maybe one little spot. If I can get it close to the road, that'd be cool. Do I want to put it close to those campfires? Yeah, I think right there's good. But I need to make at least probably 2 more of these. But I will build more of those later. You know what? Let's just build another one. I'll move it later, but I'll just put it here. We need 2 of these built and running. So I'm going to copy this over from the only other one we have, and we'll just leave it at that. So those guys will build that one as well. Alright, when we have something else going, I'll bring you guys back for the next update. Alright guys, day 34 days until winter. Probably not much here to update you on. I was just helping these guys build some stuff. The first house should be getting ready to be finished. They're working on the foraging hut. We have the toolmaker. It's coming up. It's just, you know, it looks like that. So they're working on it. I had them do village decorations. This is for the actual villages, not for us. We have our own decorations. If you go here, it's the advanced decorations. This is decorations for our village, our own village. So they'll do those when they get to there. The progress kind of slows down at tier 2. I mean, it picks up. Obviously, we got the village hall, we got a barn. We're working on the toolmaker, and we got our first house going up over here. I try not to do any more than 2 main structures at a time. Like I also have this cooking pot here that I want to construct. I'm gonna move it once this toolmaker's done. I don't really use the campfire that much. Once I start making stews, then I pretty much don't use the smoker or the campfire for anything. I think there's still a quest or 2 later on in the game where you need smoked things, or you need these 4, so I'm not getting rid of them yet, and I may never. I'm not really too worried about it. So they'll just chill over here by my house for now. Okay, and then I'll open this area up, because I do want to put, I think, 3 cooking pots right here by the toolmaker, which is, you know, right where they can make. And then I have a little water collector, but I'm going to put the well over here, kind of like a gathering area. I'll put like the well, and once we get the decorations, I can put some benches. They also have fences as well, which you can put up, and I wish they were better options for fences. They're kind of lame. They're very basic. They're just like a bunch of sticks put together. They don't look like any of the ones that are in town, like actual fences. These are just like, I live out in the wilds. I built this fence to keep my animals in or whatever. Oh, the house finished. Nice. Okay, so here's the house. Here's our first house. So we're gonna see if, okay, Caroline got her house, so she lives in there. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go to this first house right here that I placed, which belongs to Lubomir and Nora, my first 2 settlers, and I'm gonna kick them out. And I'm gonna tell them, I'm gonna tell them to disassemble this house. And they'll do that. I'm not worried about that. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over to the house now, because it can hold 3 people. The housing tents hold 2, the houses hold 3. And then down here you see that there's homeless people. So I'm gonna add Lubomir and Nora. Yeah, big baller. He's living in there with 2 women. And actually Caroline, Lubomir, Caroline's husband's dead. So, you know, there you go. And then Nora's just the housemaid, maybe? I don't know, that's wrong. I'm gonna pretend like, I'll edit that out. But, okay. So we do have just the toolmaker. So what I am gonna do is I'm gonna go, like, I didn't bring my shovel with me, but I want to see how far away. Alright, let's just do that. And I want to build another house right next to it. Let's go tier 2, house, build. We'll turn it. How close can I get to? Actually, that's good, because I can have room to walk between. And right there, looks good. Alright, there's 2 houses at least being built. And that'll be 6, and then when I do that, I can get rid of another housing tent. Alright, so there's that housing tent gone.
The village
Actually,
is
I
looking
think
better
this
and
thing
better.
needs logs. Oh, it does not. It only needs planks. 5 planks left. Wow, these guys are putting in some work. All right, new day, guys. My raid thread did go up to 90, so I'm not sure exactly when we're gonna get raided. Won't be today though. Again, we're sticking at home. This episode's been a couple days here at home. Just kind of sitting around and building up our village, getting it up to where we can be tier 2, because I want to work on potentially liberating a village in the next couple episodes. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Raid expected on the Haven tomorrow. So that'll work out really well. But I mean, as soon as you get that village hall, you're just off and running. Like, you need to be. I do the barn first, like I said, because it's just easier to clear up space and just have, somewhere else to put things. I need to get this foraging hut done, which is what I was working on. Foraging camp that you have now only has room for 1 worker, so you're only going to get 1 person at a time collecting stuff. So I'll leave that one up, and I'll change it. Maybe that one will just be river reeds. Actually, I have the flax farm. Okay, so flax is like at 200. So what I can do with that is I'll go back to my foraging camp, and I'm going to turn off flax now. So now they're only getting mushrooms, berry, river reed, sage, and garlic. So what I wanted to do, are they building anything in here? Let's see. They're currently not. Let me move this out of the way. I'm going to relocate this. Let's put it like right... I know the mud's kind of in the way, so right there. So they're threshing and they're coming from one to the next one. So I like that. We'll put that right there, and then we'll just move this stuff out of the way. Because I want to put a barn here, and this barn is going to be at first, because I have a lot of it. Oh, well, okay, let's grab all that road too. I want it to be the barn for the farms, and I have flax and hemp is like pretty. There's a lot of flax and hemp, and I don't have enough space for it. So I'm going to build a barn. So what I want to do is build the rest of this road first before I mess it up and forget where I put it. So let's extend it out to there. Lightning in the background, that's cool. Over the mountains over there, that's kind of cool. Alright, so then this barn. Okay, this is our ammo chest. Oh, I also want to move, so I'll move this by the.
Who's up for a break after this?
Well, you definitely deserve a break, Lumir. Alright, so this road here will be finished. So I want to put, so what is this? So wheat's right there. This is flax, or that's hemp. And then this is flax. And then these 2 over here, I already made them. There's sage, and this one I think was garlic. Okay, cool. So I'm not losing my mind. Or maybe I am losing my mind. So that's what I'll do then. I will... So the garlic and sage one will go here then. Or no, I don't do one for garlic and sage. Garlic and sage goes into the food barn. So what we'll do is we'll put another barn. I know I said no more than 2 buildings at a time, but I'm doing it anyway. So if I move these trees, I do. If I don't, I don't. That's fine. So let's put this barn here, just like that. And I'm going to set it to, let's turn everything off, just so I whenever it's finished, they won't just come throw random stuff in here. But I want this one to just be, flax seeds, hemp, and hemp seeds. And that's it. That's all it's going to go in that barn. That one will be full eventually when these farms start producing more and I get more people farming, which I'm currently not too worried about the farming. I do have people set to do it as like it's here, so like these people will come and do it when they need to. I do have Percival is a farmer. His farming is already at 5. Actually, Caroline, she was a farmer too. Oh yes, so I can leave her at that. Laboring, I'll turn off her laboring. She's not going to hunt. I forgot to adjust this for her. She has cooking. It's 5. We'll take off the cooking for now. I do want her to
The village is looking better and
farm
better.
and then craft and then smelt, I think. I'm going to turn off her harvesting and her wood cutting, and then we'll make her delivery be at a 4. And she can research as a 5 as a backup for now. She's not doing any of these things. But maybe we'll do this as a 4, and she'll deliver after. We got people delivering. Right now we're working on the second house. We're working on the toolmaker, and we currently have toolmaker has everything in it that's
Happy days,
required,
all
so they're
thanks
just
to
going to
you.
build it and they're going to finish it. So what I'm going to do with that knowledge is find this little placard. Where's that? Here it is. And I'm going to tell them, so you can do this strapped can meter too. So just do a top up, and then we'll put it at, I don't know, we have a bunch. So keep it as a top up of 20. And we don't have any iron yet, so I'm not going to mess with that. Or, let's see. What do I want to make this one? Rugged axe. I want a 1-off, and then I want a top up of maybe 2. We'll keep that. And then for now, I think we'll
I
leave
feel it's going to be a good
just
day.
those 2 in there. So there's not really, because I like splitting it up. So the toolmaker is a different station, and then the simple workbench is a different station. So if somebody working at the toolmaker, and then I can put the simple workbench like right here, and then someone will
With
be
more
working out here to
houses,
make like the tier
we could
1
make a small
weapons or
city
whatever.
there,
So
don't you think?
I think it's beneficial to kind of keep everything. Like when I get the weaver hut, I also keep this loom. This all this one turns into is someone like just been making thatch out of this pretty much, and maybe linen. Sometimes I throw linen over here, but usually it's just thatch. And then because the thresher's right there, that's right here, they can just make all this stuff, and they'll be good wherever they put it. I want to see how their progress is on researching. They still need 2 logs. I could have sworn that I only got like 3. This one still needs planks. The good thing about the village improvements is you can put them in the actual villages, right? So Herondine, I need 500 trust. So you can build stuff and put it in their villages. Stuff honestly that I wish you could put in your own village. Which hopefully they make that an option. But what it does is it builds trust. You have to give them, like, you place it. You can only have one thing you build at a time, no matter what it is in a village. But you have to place one building at a time. And at midnight, because there's deliveries as well. I don't have an outpost yet, so I haven't dealt with that because I haven't needed an outpost. But eventually I will. You can set up deliveries to your own outpost, and they come in over after midnight. Midnight they hits, and everything gets delivered where it needs to go. Same thing with village improvements, and that's including those that you saw, and if you're building any of the actual village improvements like barracks and granary and whatever stuff that once your prosperity level and your Bellwright, you can build and make them better villages that can protect themselves, because you start building things up that the towns start supplying their own militia, and then they can protect themselves. And for the most part, I've borrowed them before. They're okay, but they die pretty easy, especially early on. But the more you upgrade them, the better it'll be. Maybe I'll go make that too. The better that it'll be for you, because like if you have, like, let's say you have all like 4 of these towns that I visited so far. Like you're this far into the game, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna start liberating, and you have Padstow, Herondine, and Bradford. At least those 3. Well, the brigands come from the headquarters right here, and I haven't been down there yet to show you, but there's a bridge right here. They just cross over. So what they'll do is if they're coming to Herondine or Bradford, they'll come this way. So you have to kind of meet them. You can pretty much chill for a while, and you'll see their little red bubble, just like the bandits when they raid. And you have to kind of meet them, and then you fight, and then you defend the town or whatever. So that's good. But then sometimes they'll go this way for Padstow. They won't come this way. I don't think I've ever seen them come this way. They always go up here. They'll walk along the river, and then they'll go across the bridge that's over here, and then they'll go straight
All done
to
in a good
Padstow.
days of work.
So you kind of have to just be wary of that once you get through it. But it becomes easier and easier. Again, once you get the prosperity up, the towns can defend. They have their own people. The villagers fight back. So it gets better the more prosperous you are with the villages. So just take your time, do whatever you like. Oh, I got the forging hunt done. I'm not going to place that yet because I need this to get done first. Because I have a barn and a house also being made. Soon, though, I will be needing to get more villagers, but I got to get this food situation taken care of. And that is probably what I will do off camera. I think that having the garlic and sage being brought in... Oh, there's a toolmaker finished. Shot whoever that was over there up in the air. Alright, there's a toolmaker. You've seen villages like this probably in
So far, we're
town.
doing great work, don't you think?
Other towns maybe, but they don't always look like our own villages, but there it is. And no, you cannot interact with ladders. It doesn't work that way. If you're skilled at it though, and there's another building next to it, you can get on top of these buildings. You can climb on top of the village hall. As a matter of fact, I'll show you right now. Huh. Let's see if it lets me do it this time. Alright. And then you can just climb it. Oh, it's not gonna let me climb it. Oh man. I was able to climb this before and get on the very tippy top of it. Not gonna let me do it. Should be able to get on the barn though. They've removed some climbing animations. We used to be able to do that. Oh, there we go. Oh, this must be too steep or something. That's weird. I don't know why they took that off, but I used to be able to climb up here. That's weird. Okay, our village is looking pretty good, guys. Got our village hall, a barn. We have 2 cooking pots here next to the thing that like I said. Toolmaker's up. We got 1 house, another house being finished. Mostly. And then we have a 3rd barn. So this is what I was thinking for the foraging gun, because
Glad
it
it's
does
my
go
home.
a little further, and you can have 2 people. So I don't want to have it to where they're going too far. See, like she went and got wood, she's all the way down here. Our closest bandits are down here. Which, if I put a foraging hut here somewhere, it'll give an area of like this, maybe? I'm not really sure. But they'll definitely be able to get all the river reeds and everything
Glad it's my
from this
home.
side, and I don't have to really worry about that hut that's over here. Like at all. But I'm kind of worried that they
Glad
might
it's my
go
home.
that way. So let's go take a look real quick. I just want to see if we can kind of find... I'm gonna grab some food before I head out, if there's any. Oh, food. Haha. Food is in this barn now. The one that's labeled barn food. Alright. Yeah, we
So
have
far, we're doing great
almost no
work, don't
food.
you think?
I don't understand what's happening with this. Yes, I do. We don't have water. We do not have water. Okay, I'm gonna have to change the campfire up. Because I think I put... Where's that, manage? I think I put small piece... Yeah, I put top up to 10. So we're gonna do top that up to 30. They're gonna come cook these out. We have people to feed. And we're not bringing in any of this meat because this is from deer and boar. And wolves. Wolf meat. And this is boar meat. Boar is the only one that dropped the heavy. Deer and wolves drop the large. Deer and wolves drop the regular, and then rabbits you get from small pieces from the rabbits. And then fish, we can't fish that, so let's see. If I want to put a foraging hut down this way, maybe. I know it's kind of far from the village. Do I really want to go that far? I mean, it's not that far. It's right here. They'll just walk to it and they'll forage. But then they have to deliver. It could become an issue. I gotta deliver either way. And I just realized I don't think everybody has bags. You know what? I'm gonna start by taking this land. This is my land. It's all my land. Let's get the foraging hut up here. We're gonna do it. I think we might just put it right here, maybe. That looks good. We'll just put it on the side of this road. And then when I get the hunter's one, I'll put it right here. That's where I had it before. So the foraging hut's right there. And that's where it's gonna be. Because you can have 2 people working on that one. 1 working on the other one. If I change it up enough, I should be able to have more than enough stuff coming in. What I'm probably going to have to do for these garlic, at least the garlic farms, you get the garlic going first. If you look at your stuff, you can see like fine stews, they take water, which is what I'm having issues with now, mushrooms, the meat, and garlic, 1 apiece. You can do each one of these. This is small meat, this is regular, and this is big meat. So fine stew is fine stew no matter what. But it just uses different meats. So if you say you want to top up of 20 or whatever, you know, and then they'll make the fine stew with whatever meat they have, and then that'll be it right there. So this is the one I made for the quest. This takes sage, so meat stew takes sage. But again, it takes water. So if we don't have water, because I don't have a well, then we won't get our food made. And food is very important. And they finished that, so that's what we're going to go do next, is the well. Alright, so I think what I'll do here is I'll go ahead and call this episode, guys. I know it wasn't really a whole lot of excitement going on here, but we did get a lot done. Our village is looking really good. We're into tier 2 now. We're going to start, as soon as I get the basic things put up, and I make sure that we have food incoming and everything like that, then my next goal is to do armor and weapons in tier 2. I'm not going to do any more tier 1 armor and weapons. Probably never going to research them again unless I need them for a quest. Like, I know I need the rondel, so I'll probably do that eventually. We're just going to push forward. We're going to go make our knights be what they need to be. Get better bows and all that other stuff. So, in the pouring rain, our village is coming together, guys. And I appreciate you guys stopping by and checking it out.
With more houses, we could make a small city there, don't you think?
Yes, Lumiere, that you've been saying that for 30 days now. You've been over here telling me that. So, again, guys, thanks for stopping by, watching the video, hanging out with us. And if you like it, please tell me what you like. If you don't, put that in the comments too. If you really liked it, subscribing would be awesome to keep me motivated to make more. But again, I like this game. I like doing this stuff. I'm learning with the recording and all that stuff and capturing, and just it's really cool. I really like what's going on here. So appreciate whatever support you guys can give me. Have a great one, and we'll see you next time.